What's up, dudes? Max here, back with some Riptor impressions from the Killer Instinct stream that happened earlier today. You guys might have seen that we had an Ultra combo from the character also posted on the channel a little bit earlier, and tune in tomorrow as we're going to have some footage of an actual in-game high-definition match of Riptor. And I kind of wanted to give my overall impressions of this character because I think Riptor, like we said, is really important, especially to Killer Instinct. Now, of course, you guys know that I'm involved with the game, and I've seen Riptor for some time, and the concept art, I was like, wow, this looks really cool. I'm really glad that it's kind of sticking to the original, but it's really going to depend how she looks in-game, and how the character moves, reacts, and acts, and is overall how they feel in an actual match, and Riptor's really good. I think Riptor might be my favorite character out of Season 2 thus far, and that's awesome because Riptor is a huge legacy character to the Killer Instinct verse. I expressed some of my issues with TJ combo. A lot of them were fixed over time. But in terms of like TJ and Maya and Conra and the evolution of characters that have come out of Iron Galaxy, man, Riptor has kind of hit this notch where these guys have got their A game going right now. And I'm really proud of them, especially considering the circumstances, how these characters are released very quickly. They come out every single freaking month, and they kind of gotta pump them out very fast. Riptor shows a level of detail on display that I haven't seen in many characters amongst the cast, even in Season 1, and there's some beautiful animations and some really cool effects going on when you see Riptor do all of her things, so I'm really happy with it, especially being involved with the trailer this time and being able to tell you guys about it. It's really cool where this stuff is going, and look forward to more because it's going to be awesome. What I also wanted to cover was kind of everything else that's going on with the character in terms of how she plays and stuff like that. They did show a lot off during the stream. I might be able to do a full breakdown, but the character is launching on, like, Wednesday, so we might just go straight into the character launch and start doing the week of and everything like that. But she's got multiple stances. She's got this Predator stance, which has pretty quick overheads. She crouches lower to the ground, kind of like Blanca in Ultra Street Fighter 4. But it's got a lot of mobility. She can run forward, she can run back, she does not have a dash of any kind. She has a run where she can manipulate different things she can do out of the run, she can jump, she can throw fireballs, she can do a lot of different things from the running state as well as the crouching state called Predator Stance. So there's a lot of options. She seems that she's very heavily rushdown enabled, and she's also got a flame carpet, like straight Dormammu stuff from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And that thing's amazing just to throw on top of an enemy that doesn't hit low, but you kind of lock them in the flame carpet and then go for an overhead or go for a mix-up or go for some safe pressure. The character does look like she's kind of safe on a lot of different things. She does not have a fully invincible wake-up attack, I don't believe. She has this recapture thing that is off of a punch attack, where she kind of grabs you and pulls you back to the ground. I think it's called Clever Girl. There's a lot of references with this character to, like, dinosaur stuff in Jurassic Park. And with that move, it does have upper body invincibility. I'm not too sure if she has a move that is completely invincible off of knockdown, but we will see. That would make sense if that's the one thing or the one big weakness that Riptor does have. Overall, they showed a little bit more of her gameplay stuff. They showed the Ultra like we saw before, and they also did go over some really cute things as far as accessories, and some of the accessories we're seeing, and there are some amazing stuff that's coming out for TJ Combo. We got to see his alternate costume actually intact in fighting stance, and we also got to see a couple of the alternates for TJ, which I was really happy with. They had kind of different variations of era TJs, like 1970s TJ, 1980s TJ, and 1990s. We saw the one from the 70s, and we saw the one from the 90s, and they are absolutely appropriate, but they're saying that they're keeping the one from the 80s a little secret right now. So you can kind of think of 80s films and genres and things that were very prominent in that time frame, and TJ will most likely look like that, so I'm very much looking forward to it because that decade is ridiculous. Outside of that, we did get to see a little bit of what Riptor's going to be bringing to the table accessory-wise. We don't know what his original costume is going to be, what his proper alternate is. I wonder if they're actually going to go with the original Riptor alt. I'm very curious what that plan is going to be, because Riptor's already kind of exposed in some way. But they do have this, like, dino armor suit, which is kind of looks like Rise armor in a way. It also kind of looks like General Scales from Star Fox Adventures, which is really funny. Somebody made that reference. And there was another one which is Feathers, and I absolutely love it that we totally called that a few months ago when we were talking about the important characters of this game. The damn dinosaur has feathers. and I'm kind of freaking excited about it. There's some other really cool accessories like the Christmas stuff, the reindeer nose and antlers for Saberwolf, the full Christmas outfit with candy canes for Orchid and TJ with the Santa hat and beard. It's all very cool, and it's stuff that they absolutely didn't have to do, but they did, and it's pretty freaking awesome that we get a little bit of, touching of something in between all the updates and everything going on, so I'm really happy with that. And Riptor came out great. Like, I'd say in terms of characters and my happiness with characters and how they've come out, like, Riptor is almost like probably a 9 out of 10. It's almost perfect. And I really can't think of anything wrong with her as of yet that I'm not really happy with, especially visually. I'm gonna wait because I've never really fought humans with the character before in the brief time that I have gotten a chance to play with Riptor, so I'm looking for a chance to finally jump in and start doing a week of and streaming and feeling what she is like in terms of a Rushdown character. Is she a lot like Saberwolf? Is she a lot like other characters? But we'll find out. There's a bunch of other changes coming to Killer Instinct as well, and they are teasing quite a few things that are coming in January, including stuff that we've been looking forward to for quite some time. And there's another big one that I'm really curious about, which is the reintroduction of motion blur to the Killer Instinct graphics engine. We got a little bit of a sneak peek of it on the Killer Instinct stream earlier today, and it looks really good. Like, I'm almost reminded because I played the game in early form where it actually did have motion blur, but when it eventually made the port over to like Xbox One and the launch version came out, it was kind of taken away. And they were unable to add it due to certain issues with graphics and the CPU and the early Xbox launch edition, where some of the GPU and CPU were being used towards other things, and now they opened up a lot of that space with the system and everything's being optimized, which is why KI is able to run at 900p now, as well as get something like motion blur. And it looks good. It looks really good. I do hope there's an option to toggle it on and off within the game somehow, because some people don't like motion blur, it makes them sick. I can understand that, but in terms of how it looks great on a stream. Like, in terms of just how the game is visually portrayed, it makes everything look really damn cool. It makes everything from TJ Combo look even better in terms of animations that some people might have gripes with. I think it looks great. I'm gonna wait for you guys to get your official opinion on it when I get some footage of the game with actual motion blur running, if it does take place within the Riptor update. But as far as that goes, what do you guys think about Riptor in Killer Instinct? I'll be back with more footage as soon as possible, and as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Maximilian, and I'll see you next time.